Hello, and welcome to this tutorial where I'll show you how you can save a flash file or SWF file in InDesign. In today's day and age, there are a lot of publications that are switching from print physical publications that are switching to online publications. These online publications are typically interactive, meaning that a viewer can click on a page and then the pages advance to show another page. Sometimes they can do this in downloadable PDFs and other formats, but for this one I'm going to show you how you can save what they refer to as a flash file, or SWF. It works very similarly to the PDF. Once your document is complete, and this also means that all your images have no problems with them, you go to File, Export. Find the folder that you want to save the project in, and under Format you will scroll down and select Flash Player, SWF. We'll save the file, but then this document window will show up that asks us to set the settings. We can typically leave the scale at 100%, but depending on the monitor size, you can sometimes set it to fit a particular monitor's pixel radius. 1024 by 768 is pretty standard. You can also customize how you want to see it. This is perhaps the most important part, the page transitions. These page transitions work very similarly to page transitions that you would see in PowerPoint. The idea is to set a transition, meaning what happens when one page turns to another page, and setting a transition that isn't too distracting. You would want the viewer to be able to follow the story and not be distracted because of the animation that changes the look of the pages. Page turn is a common one. Sometimes you'll hear some designers argue about that the animations or page transitions look kind of hokey, but the reality of it is that the average consumer finds the page turning and these transitions enjoyable and pleasing to see. We'll leave it at page turn, and I'm going to hit OK. I can ignore when it says that there's overset text on these pages for the time being. And when the file is printed, it'll open up in your web browser. Very similarly to what you would see if they were actually going to a web page. When they navigate to the top corner, you can see that the page is already starting to curl. So simply they would click and drag, and it creates the illusion of a page turning. Or they can just click at the corner and it'll turn the page. It's very important to note, and I'll show you in InDesign, that in order for this trick to work, you have to have more than 2 pages. Or the pages have to be individual. In this particular case, the pages are set to spreads, so when you look at it in your web browser, it appears as 2 pages that turn. If you had 4 individual pages, then you would be allowed to click it 3 times for it to turn to the other pages. So again, this really needs to have more than 2 pages in order for the illusion to work of a page turn or transition. This is how we set out an interactive media file for digital publishing in InDesign.